Welcome back. And as you can see here, I'm talking about the Mighty Ducks. Yes, the Mighty Ducks Trilogy. All three Mighty Ducks films from Disney. The franchise that got me into hockey. So yes, let's get to it. Starting with the first Mighty Ducks movie. And all three of these do have Emilio Estevez, for the record, and absolutely loved his performance in all the films. I know the third one he wasn't in it very much, but the first two he was really good. And we'll start with the first film. Starts off as a lawyer, a really top-notch lawyer, never loses a case, and he absolutely over-celebrated and was drinking and driving and got busted, lost his license. So now he's got to serve community service to coach a pee-wee hockey team, basically, that has never won a game before and didn't quite know how to play the game very well. And they had, no confidence, especially Goldberg. As their goalie, just had no confidence. But then again, they didn't have the proper equipment and stuff to wear, so that made sense why he may not feel as confident. Because getting hit with a puck hurts. And who would want to get hit with that? Nobody. So as a result, yes. Along the roads, he finally comes across the guy who sharpened his skates, Hans. Great performance from Joss Ackland. And he absolutely helps Gordon Bombay to redeem himself, to become a better man, and to be a better coach. And along the roads, he starts to become that. Especially when he starts to really connect well with Charlie Conway and his mother. And as a result, the team starts to get better. They take off. They tie their first game. They finally get their first 2 goals ever. Then, of course, there was a little bit of a setback when him and rival coach Riley have a argument of who's a loser and all that. And this was over because all over a situation where Adam Banks was supposed to originally be with District 5, which then became the Mighty Ducks. And as a result, of course, Coach Riley just wasn't going to have it. But law stated, yep, in district rules, yep, should have been playing with District 5 all those years. But the league basically cheated them. And despite that, so Banks does show up with the team. They do win that crucial game to get into the playoffs. Then you get a nice cameo appearance at the Minnesota North Stars Arena. Get a nice cameo appearance from Mike Modano, who is actually one of my all-time favorite hockey players. And so that was a great little moment there. And then they go through the playoffs, get through there, get to the championship, the face-off against the Hawks, in what was a really big battle. Scorefest, and it came down to a game-winning penalty shot goal from Charlie Conway. I mean, what a great way to end that movie. I mean, that game. They win the championship, and Gordon Bombay, of course, gets his opportunity to go play in the minors, which leads to D2, the Mighty Ducks. Now, this one is my favorite of the whole franchise, is the second one. So during Gordon Bombay's time in the minors, he gets injured, can't play, and as a result, he's got to figure out what he's going to do, and he gets recruited by Hendricks to coach the Team USA hockey team in the Junior Goodwill games. And as a result, he brings back the Ducks players, and they travel to LA to take part in the Junior Goodwill games in the hockey tournament. And they do very well, except in that one really brutal game against Iceland, where they got absolutely destroyed. I mean, 12-1. I mean, that's just cruel. That's just cruel right there. But along the roads too, Gordon Bombay got too hooked up with the sponsors, celebrities and stuff, and so it kind of was a distraction for him. And as a result, he bounces back, gets the team flying again, and they make it to their rematch with Iceland, in which the game doesn't start off very well. But then, of course, in between the second and third, they go Mighty Ducks. And absolutely, that's when the team got better. And they came back to tie it, force it to a shootout, pull off a big win. Great way to end it there. And yeah, Mighty Ducks 2 was just a great story right there. Plus, I liked some of the new characters too, like Dean Portman and Julie the Cat Gaffney, Dwayne Robertson, Ken Wu, Luis Mendoza. They were all great additions, along with guys joining the team with Charlie Conway, Jesse Hall, Adam Banks, Goldberg, Aberman, Guy Germain, Connie Moreau, Fulton Reed. So yeah, the Bash Brothers were born. Basically you got two of them. Fulton Reed, who can just absolutely hammer that puck. From long range, he could just blast that and just drill people with it if they got in his way. And then Dean Portman, he could hit, he can fight. Fulton Reed, same thing, he can hit and fight as well. And then Ken Wu, little Bash brother, not afraid to fight either. So yeah, there you go. So then we go off to D3, the Mighty Ducks, and of course, Gordon Bombay leaves because they still want him to be a part of the Junior Goodwill Committee. And this is hard on Charlie Conway because Charlie Conway has always had full trust in Coach Gordon Bombay, and as a result, he's uncertain. And at the start of it, when Coach Orion shows up, you can definitely feel the friction between the two. And at first, when I first watched it, I wasn't a big fan of Coach Orion. But along the road as I've gotten older, he actually does teach very good life lessons. Like how to play good defense. That's one thing he did teach the Ducks team this time, was playing good defense. Because he knows the offense is there, but where's the defense? Because in hockey, you have to have both. And how to attack life. And as a result, they learned that in the practices leading up to the final showdown with the varsity team. And boy, the Ducks really did get outplayed in that game. But once Portman showed up, the team just really picked up. The hitting was picking up. They were getting more chances against them. Yes, even at a two-man disadvantage the Ducks were hit with, they ended up scoring the shorthanded goal to win the game. That was just awesome. Great way to end it there. Great way to end the trilogy, too. So, yeah, all three Mighty Ducks movies I enjoy. I would say my first favorite is the second one. Just because I love the whole Junior Goodwill. Felt like the Olympic version, basically, which I really enjoyed. First one was a good intro to the franchise. That would be my second favorite. And then the third one, of course. But I do like all three films. And they are the reason I became a hockey fan. So as a result, thank you for watching. And until next time, I'll be back again soon. Feel free to like and subscribe and comment.